What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Vince Warburton and this is VW Fitness. I do fitness tech, supplement reviews, and lifestyle videos every single week. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you hit that subscribe and bell for notifications. Now, just one other note on my upload schedule, guys. Just letting you guys know, I do upload every single week, Mondays and Thursdays, roughly 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But there always is a video that goes live Monday and Thursday. You know, obviously there's some fluctuation, but make sure you follow me on Instagram at the VW Fitness. Stay up to date with the latest and greatest and what's coming out next. So today we are talking about MANFROTTO's Gameday pre-workout. Pretty excited for this one, guys. I'm not gonna lie. So I had a subscriber actually comment on one of my videos regarding this product and actually another, and I reached out to those companies and unfortunately they just didn't get back to me. No hard feelings. So we actually just went over to Amazon, purchased it out of pocket. So, you know, with that, it's a completely unbiased, unpaid, and fully honest review. I like to disclaim that and definitely let you guys know that, you know, this wasn't given to me in this episode, and they're not paying me or telling me anything to say. So it's completely kind of my own opinion, which is great. So, you know, make sure you guys leave comments below and let me know if any other products you guys are interested in trying. I do try to keep up with it. It does take me a little bit of time because things are kind of planned out in terms of what reviews are coming next. But like I said, I promised I would get to this, so let's get right into it. If you guys are new to the channel, I break down the supplement review into 3 different parts. We talk about number 1, price, number 2, the label ingredient breakdown, and lastly, we talk about taste. I say this in all my pre-workout videos. I'm sure you guys know what I'm gonna say. When it comes to taste, it's just not the most important thing to me. Honestly, I just wanna like get the ingredients, get it into me, get lifting. That's how it works. So with that being said, guys, let's move right into number 1, price. This comes in at $33.40 right off of Amazon.com. This does include 30 full servings, which is great. And with that price breakdown, it comes out to $1.11 per serving. And that's an incredible price, guys. Honestly, this is top 3 in terms of price points. In the least expensive per serving, which is great. Obviously, we want it to be as cheap as we can get it, as well as obviously the effectiveness has to be there. So I'm sure you guys can guess where the rating's gonna land. This is gonna be a solid 5 out of 5. You know, it's top 3. It's under $1.25, which is kind of like where I kind of sit at like a 4. This is a 5 out of 5. I think there's very rarely a lot of pre-workouts that kind of sit in this range of price point, especially for everything you're gonna get. So with that, we'll move right into the label ingredient breakdown. This is a 17-gram scoop. Okay, that is definitely on the higher end of pre-workouts. It's not obviously the biggest I've ever seen. And I don't know about you, but like sometimes I can be a scoop chaser. You know what I mean? Like I'm chasing the bigger scoops. I'm chasing more actives, that sort of thing. But in this case, you know, we'll get into this label and I'm very happy to say that everything is fully disclosed here. There's no proprietary blends. The other thing that I like about this label that's a little bit different is that they actually break down the ingredients into kind of sections. So like, we'll start right now, the nitric oxide vasodilator ingredients. So those are gonna be all your pump products. And the reason why I'm gonna kind of break this down a little bit more than I usually do is I've kind of gotten some comments from some people who are new to supplements and they're, you know, trying to figure out what these ingredients do and what they should be looking for. So obviously the pump products is gonna help with opening up, you know, vasodilation and helping blood flow, which we want when we're working out. And so yeah, these are very important when it comes to workouts, pre-workouts. Honestly, it's probably my number 1 or number 2 in terms of what I'm looking for in a pre-workout for me personally. So with that, we have 6 grams of L-citrulline, straight up. That's a great dose, love to see that. I mean, you can take up to 9, you can take more than 9, 10 grams. Obviously, I'm taking probably close to 12 to 15 grams a day. And I've had no ill side effects. I feel very good. I feel very vasodilated. I feel like my blood flow works very well. And so yeah, another 6 grams in my pre. Love to see that. That's always good. We have some agmatine sulfate at 1 gram. You know, that's a good dose. I've seen obviously a lot less. I like that that's in here. And then we have some taurine at 1 gram as well, which obviously we've talked about taurine a lot on the channel. Taurine and caffeine kind of synergize and they work together. They help with those focus and you know, it can help with the pump. So that's good. I love to see 8 full grams of basically a nitric oxide vasodilation section. So always good to see that. Now, moving in, we have the Strength and Endurance Foundation, and this comes in at 5.2 grams total, but we start out with 2 grams of creatine HCl. Okay, I've said this about a lot of pre-workouts. I personally like when the company puts in the creatine, and I know I can get some feedback there about a lot of people that don't want to take creatine, or they're cycling creatine right now, etc., etc. For me personally, I think it should be there. I think it's obviously the most studied supplement out there, and I think it should be there. So 2 grams, love to see that. And then we have 3.2 grams of the beta-alanine. That is an efficacious dose. So yeah, beta-alanine, guys, that is the ingredient that is responsible for those kind of tingles, kind of scratchy, itchy feelings. For me personally, I like that. I like that feeling. Usually kicks in within about 10 to 15 minutes of taking it. So, you know, just remember that when you are taking something like this, especially at an efficacious dose, more than likely you will feel a little bit of that itch. It's nothing for me that's uncomfortable, but there are a lot of people out there that do not like it whatsoever, and they're not a huge fan. So yeah, moving right along, we have the Mind Muscle Connection Cocktail. It's kind of funny. We start out with 1 gram of choline bitartrate. That's an efficacious dose. These are kind of your nootropics. That's been a word that I've seen used in the supplement industry recently. That's like this new craze, nootropics. It's not like a pre-workout, it's about nootropics. It's about mental focus, mental clarity, and bringing all those things kind of full circle right here to your workout, or even throughout the day. I've seen it used in a lot of pre-workouts that are not pre-workout, but more just like an energy drink. So yeah, 1 gram of the choline bitartrate. We have 150 milligrams of the Juniperus communis, which is a juniper berry. And then we have 100 milligrams of the neurofactor, which is a trademarked ingredient, which also known as coffee fruit extract, okay? Like I said, all 3 of those ingredients are gonna help with that mental clarity, mental focus, just kind of helping clear up the brain. It's this nootropic thing, and these ingredients help with that. So, I think that's great to see that in here. I'm starting to see that a lot more in a lot more pre-workouts, but yeah. Last up, we have the Balanced Natural Caffeine Blend at 558 milligrams. Woo! Okay, now just looking at that, and obviously, like I said, I've read the entire label. There's not 558 milligrams of straight up caffeine in this, so let's not all freak out. We have natural caffeine at 358 milligrams, which is standardized for 98% caffeine out of green coffee beans, which is yielding 350 milligrams of caffeine. So what that means, guys, is that you're actually only getting 350 milligrams of caffeine. There's actually 358 milligrams of natural caffeine, but extracted from that, you're gonna get 350 milligrams of actual usable caffeine within each scoop, okay? Why is that important, and why do I love when companies actually break it down even like that far? Like, they could have just put natural caffeine and put 358 milligrams. I'm glad that they actually broke it down, tell us exactly how much we're actually going to get, which is great. 350 milligrams of caffeine, that's a little bit on the higher end for a lot of people. For me personally, I sit right around 300. That's kind of my baseline is 300. So 350, always excited to see that. With a natural caffeine though, I tend to not feel it as much. I've said that about a couple other pre-workouts that do have like the natural caffeine in there. And personally, I don't really have a plus or minus. I like both caffeine anhydrous and natural caffeine. So, and then last up, we have 200 milligrams of the L-theanine. Again, gonna help with help with energy. It's gonna help with focus and pushing through the workout. And yeah, so overall, guys, the label, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5, to be honest. I like how everything in here is properly dosed. I like how they break it down completely, tell me exactly what's in each scoop. So yeah, I can't really say too much more, guys. The label ingredient breakdown I think is really good, and I'm very happy to see, you know, this breakdown. All right, guys, so let's move right into the taste. Like I said, we went with the Rainbow Sherbet. I have not used this product, as you're gonna see me try to open this up. Woo! Holy smokes. Okay, one thing about this that I rarely see like this is this thing is full to the brim. So, I mean, I'll show you guys here in a second so I don't spill it all, but essentially, yeah, look at that. That is full to the brim, which is great. This is the scoop size right here. We're gonna do, this advises 16 to 24 ounces of water, which is a lot of water. You know, I typically do about 8 ounces of water, if that. Like I said, I just kind of shoot my pre-workout and whatnot, but it's a very white powder. Kind of smells like cotton candy, but a little fruitiness to it. Just kind of give you a reference of the size of the scoop. And yeah, we did 20 ounces of water. We have an arm day today, so kind of exciting. Give this a nice good shake. Okay, so it tastes kind of like a kind of orange creamsicle or like sherbet ice cream, you know what I'm saying? Not overly sweet. Now, I don't know if that's because obviously we added, this is a lot of water compared to most. On the back end, I do taste some of that orange kind of flavor. Nothing is like really like punch in your face, which is nice. You know, sometimes I like the punch in the face, you know, but today I'm kind of feeling like, okay, arm day, I don't really need a super big punch. Honestly, it's very smooth. Mixability wise, there is a little bit of some stuff under here. I don't know why my voice is going up, but there is a little bit of some, you know, some grains on the bottom. I would say a little bit more than I typically see. You know, I don't taste any grains or anything like that. Yeah, it's almost like this kind of watery, smooth orange sherbet. I know it says rainbow, but I can kind of taste a little bit of that like fruit punch, kind of fruit, mixed fruit kind of flavor that they potentially probably put in here. But for me, I mostly get this kind of smooth pre-workout, and then it kind of goes into this kind of sherbet flavor, kind of mixed flavor, and then kind of an orange extract kind of thing. I mean, overall, it tastes really good. You know, with the mixability though, and you know, it's not packing a huge punch of flavor. Obviously, we do less water. It probably would be like a lot more. But just based on the label and what we know, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. And you know, I'm sure you guys were expecting me to give it a 5, but you know, like I said, there are some stuff on the bottom here, and I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but you can probably see it within the bottle or moving there. Yeah, so you know, that's not a game changer for me. It's not like, oh, I'm put off, I don't want to buy this. But you know, I want to tell you guys how the mixability is. I know some people are particular about it. So yeah, guys, we're gonna smash the rest of this back. We're gonna head over to 24-hour fitness. We're gonna do an arm day. We are still following the Shred app. You guys should check out that app, guys. I love that app. I'm not being paid. I'm not sponsored by them, but that is the programming that I'm following. You can find me on there. You can follow my workouts, and it's great. So anyway, guys, smash this back. We'll talk to you guys after the workout. Hopefully it's a good one. All right, guys, so we just finished up that workout, and I'll be honest, about 10 minutes after we took it, the beta-alanine tingles did come into play. I kind of got a late start, actually, after filming and getting to the gym, so I kind of limited my warm-up to 10 minutes rather than 15. Overall, the pump was amazing. Now, I typically get a pretty good pump when it comes to arms. It kind of naturally just kind of happens. I think it's one of those smaller muscle groups, auxiliary muscle groups, that you can really get a lot of blood flow moving, especially with a lot of reps. And with today's workout, I mean, it's just so quick, a lot of supersets, a lot of back-to-back stuff, and especially the burnout at the end, 4 sets, basically 3 drop sets. It's definitely killer. So overall, I felt really good, no stomach issues.
I ended up doing another 10 minutes of cardio at the end of the workout, which is always good. But overall, I would say, you know, this is a solid pre if you want to look for something that's, one, definitely affordable, and two, when it comes to, you know, the ingredient label breakdown, I definitely felt really good. I still feel a lot of the energy, no jitters whatsoever. Mentally, I feel very clear, so I think some of those nootropics are working. I do actually take a nootropic every day, so you know that can come into play. So there's a lot of different factors when I kind of talk about some of these things, but overall I would give this pre-workout a 5 out of 5 in terms of effectiveness. I think it's a solid pre-workout, and you guys should definitely check it out. If you guys are interested in trying it, make sure you reach out to me at my Instagram at @VWFitness and shoot me a DM. We can get you some samples sent over. All I ask for is really just shipping costs to cover that. I'll definitely send you you know, some free samples. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe and bell for notifications. As always, we'll see you in the next one.